tribunal of the galactic Concord hung in orbit around a dying neutron star, its halls carved from crystal and shadow. Inside, voices of 100 species echoed through chambers vast enough to dwarf cities. Captain Mara Ellen adjusted her collar, feeling small beneath the stares of beings older than Earth's pyramids. She was no lawyer, just a soldier chosen because no one else had dared accept the summons. Today, she would defend humanity against charges of arrogance, violence, and cultural contamination. And as the chamber lights dimmed, the judge's eyes turned upon her, measuring, waiting, ready to condemn. The trial began with venom. A chitinous envoy from the Korath hissed about Earth's reckless fire, recounting wars, expansion, and the refusal to bow to conquered traditions. A feathered elder of the Velon shrieked that humans corrupted every culture they touched. One by one, witnesses piled evidence, each accusation heavier than the last. Mara stood still, hands clasped, heart pounding. She had been warned, do not bare your teeth. To them it is threat, not warmth. A human smile, she'd been told, was barbaric in this place. But when the lead prosecutor spat a final insult, calling humanity an infection unfit for the stars, something inside Mara broke. Exhausted, defiant, she lifted her chin and smiled. The chamber froze. Judges halted mid-breath. Guards tensed. The crystal walls seemed to swallow sound. For the first time in living memory, the Grand Tribunal fell utterly silent. The silence stretched until it felt like the walls themselves might crack. Whispers broke first. Clicks. Growls and pulses of light as alien scholars scrambled to interpret what they'd seen. To the Korath, her smile looked like the predatory grin of a hunter. To the Velon, it echoed forbidden myths of flame-bringers. And to others, those older, quieter species, it resembled something they had long buried in their collective memory, a sign of truth or doom. Mara's pulse thundered. She hadn't meant to frighten them, yet the pause gave her an opening. Zerath, her reptilian ally seated nearby, leaned close and hissed, "Use it. Make them fear you." Respect follows fear. From the shadows, the tribunal's clerk, an ancient AI whose voice whispered directly into her ear, offered a different warning. "You have stirred an old chord. Beware what you claim." Mara steadied herself. She spoke, her voice carrying across the crystalline chamber. "We smile," she said, "not to mock nor to bare fangs. We smile because even at the edge of despair we choose hope." A wave rippled through the court. Some judges recoiled in horror. Others stared with a glimmer of something dangerous. Fascination. The silence was no longer empty. It was waiting. The chief arbiter rose, a crystalline intelligence, its body refracting starlight into 1,000 shards. Its voice resonated like grinding mountains. "Explain," it demanded. "Under oath. What does this smile mean?" Mara's throat went dry. Around her, judges leaned forward, some trembling, others seething. She could lie, call it a weapon, let them fear humanity into survival. Or she could tell the truth and risk being branded naive. She drew a breath. A smile is not aggression. It is trust. It says, "I stand unarmed. I face you with nothing hidden." Even when afraid, even when cornered, we smile. The court shuddered with unease. Some recoiled as if she had bared poison. Others froze, struck by awe. Then the arbiter's crystal facets dimmed. "The prophecy," it whispered. "A people who bare their teeth without venom would come to upend the conquered." Gasps rippled through the chamber. Panic, fury, wonder. Arguments erupted among the judges, some demanding humanity's exile, others calling them heralds of renewal. The tribunal fractured before Mara's eyes, and in the chaos she understood. Her smile had become more than defiance. It was an omen. The tribunal adjourned without a verdict. The galaxy's greatest judges, beings who had ruled unchallenged for millennia, had no words to bind humanity's fate. Mara left the chamber beneath a storm of divided stares, terror, curiosity, respect. Whispers trailed her steps. Alliances shifting, secret envoys already planning. For the first time, Earth was no longer a minor world on the edge of maps. Humanity had been thrust into the center of galactic destiny. Mara's heart was heavy but resolute. A smile, something so simple, so human, had cracked the silence of an empire. Aboard her ship, Mara watched galactic channels flare with unrest. Fleets mobilizing, emissaries requesting dialogue, old treaties unraveling. She leaned back, weary but unbroken, and let another smile spread across her face. Across the stars, unseen voices trembled. The humans have smiled. The age of silence was ending.